God damn, I landed. See you guys in a second. everybody, welcome back to the channel. We got some more farming simulator today. How we all doing? We'll have as long of a stream today, maybe about 2 or 3 hours. Got a long day tomorrow. Gotta get up early. But we'll get some stuff done today. How we all doing? Landon freaking showed up within 30 seconds. It's like he knew. Alright, I think it's time for us to start. There we go. Ooh, here we are. Oh! Haha! So we got a couple things to go over today. For one, I think we gotta get rid of that, at least just the flatbed, because I couldn't get it to work. It says it's missing universal autoload, but we have universal autoload. So I don't know what's wrong with that trailer, or that flatbed. I think it's broken. So probably sell it, and just leave the truck hooked up to the V-bed over there. Use it as a green truck. And we'll keep using the flatbed as commodity stuff. Actually, I grabbed a couple more mods before we hopped on. But before that, our loan, I believe, is almost paid off. If we do a special redemption of 10,640, we no longer have a loan. So our starting loan that we started off with, we no longer have one. So if we find a reason to get another loan, tractor, equipment, new buildings, even maybe some land, we are more than able to accept another loan. We'll try not to, but, you know, our option's there if we find the opportunity. But I have found a couple of trailers that are pretty cool. Oh, where is it? Thought it would be in here. Maybe it'd be in flatbeds. No. Low loaders? Yeah, we got some more transport trailers. Be cool to try some of these out. Maybe it's down here. Miscellaneous. Oh, it's not down here. Where did it go? Nope. Transport? Nope. I swear I activated it. Where is it? Maybe it didn't download. Or maybe it wasn't done downloading when I started the game up. Anyways, it's a reefer trailer that we might be able to use to ferry our goods in. Anyways, let's get right to it. So we're in the middle of June. 2 months we have our... Nope, 3 months. We have our barley. Actually, we have our barley right now. Oh, shoot. Okay. Hell yeah. Let's get the big girl out. Get right to it. I think we parked our header and round back this way. Oh, there we go. Let's turn our HUD back on. I think we have to do our alfalfa again. It might be 1 month out though. I have to check it. Let's see, we'll flip this around. There we go. Unfold the big girl. There we go. Alright, we'll want to do a course plate. This will probably be the last year we do this field in this orientation, because I think we're going to extend this out this way and kind of pair it up right here. And just change some field settings around. See, let's go to the first one. No, stop it. You're literally right there. Stop it. God damn it. So annoying. There we go. What's up, Landon? Yeah, welcome. I noticed that. I saw you join almost right as the stream went live. Yeah, we're gonna have to get rid of this flatbed. It says it's missing universal autoload, but we have universal autoload installed. That's how we're moving our pallets around. So I think that trailer's just busted. We'll have to sell it, or that flatbed. But we have paid off our starting loan too. Finally. So if we need to this year, we could take a loan to try and buy this field back here if we don't make enough money for it. But we should have more than enough money at the end of this year to get it. There we go. There we go. This is more for potatoes, but we could haul some grain in it. I've been wanting to use it. It's kind of cool. We'll turn these off. You were swimming today. How'd that go? Went good? Hell yeah. You get sunburned? Ooh, she's... Nope, not yet. Almost ready to cut. What in the world? Get back in there. What are you doing? Goat's getting out. Alright, we need to transport our goat milk. No, you didn't get a sunburn? Good, good. There we go. Get back in there, damn goat. So we need to check our cows. Here we go. Do do do. Do. If I lose it all, these won't. Would you find another way? Lose it all. There we go. Got a lot of apple juice coming. Hell yeah. Do. Do, do, do. Ooh, we're getting a lot of butter. We'll probably want to upgrade this again soon, so we can get our throughput back from selling the other one. If I lose it all, not these walls, would you find another way? Lose it all. I'm gonna bet it's still full of freaking water. Watch. Nope, it actually could use some. Let's where's our little John Deere at? Oh, we need to unload. Oh, he's hooked here. Okay, we'll worry about that a little later. It's got a little bit more milk left in it. We're coming, we're coming. Can't remember how much this can hold. I hope it can hold the whole combine hopper, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll just leave the side up. No point in lowering it. It's not like we're gonna bruise grain. Be nice if we could hold the whole thing. Looks like it might. Be nice if we could hold the whole thing and some, but we'll see. Yeah, there we go. 69%. Nice. We'll go unload it real quick and watch its animation. I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, we won't be doing too long of a stream today. Maybe like 2, maybe 3 hours. I got a big day tomorrow. I will not be streaming tomorrow. Just a heads up. So. We'll probably be getting back home pretty late tomorrow, so. Alright, let's see how this looks. Oh, it actually opens the grain door. Does the belt actually roll? Oh, I don't think I see it rolling. Dang it. Yeah, I think we'd also get a trailer hooked up too. It's got a good horn. Do, 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 do. Check the cell. Yeah, I checked it just for, said hi to you guys. This is a small frame Steiger in here. It wouldn't be too bad. That's about it. Also a big tiger in here too, but it'd be nice. Stealth track wouldn't be too bad. It's got more power than the case does. It's like literally almost the same price too. I'm waiting to see if this field gets a planting contract. It looks like it's not going to get planted this year. I was hoping we could buy it with a crop in it and get some of our money back. We'll let him go a little faster. Should be about calling us about halfway through this row. Yeah, usually these trucks would have a little spot mirror right here so you could see your trailer or your hopper. So as you can see, can't really see what's going on. Some of these dump beds will have like a little like plexiglass window right here in the bed, so you can kind of see how full you're getting. There we go, that's 2 loads down. Let's get in his position we can actually see him. He should call on us soon, I think.
Why don't you come to stay with me on my island and I'll treat you personally?
It would be a great honor to have the same teacher my grandpa had.
There we go. See, I wish I could see my bed. Stick my head out the door. There we go. There we go. That's so cool. It actually opens. There we go. Let's just wait again. Could probably use a bunker chaser, but this is working just fine. It'd be nice if the grass would like kind of wave in the wind. There we go. Probably get the baler going here in a minute too. Yeah, the operator, if a pile of grains getting too high in one spot, he's got like a little switch in here that he uses to open or extend and retract the auger. You can actually kind of aim it a little bit by retracting it and extending it a bit more, so you can kind of like get a good flow going. It's pretty cool. It's like a little two-way switch. Or at least it was like that on the Internationals I grew up with. John Deere might be different. I don't think I've ever been in a John Deere harvester before. Grab the baler real quick, and we need to copy the harvester's workflow or course plate. There it is. We'll actually reset the bell counter this time and see how many we get. Alt-X. Here we go. There we go. We need to go get our truck now. There we are. Make sure you didn't drop any bells in the way. almost there. Here we go. Uh-oh. Come on, buddy. There we go. There we go. Just waiting around. I wish my zoom would work in vehicles, but it only works on foot. Maybe I could keybind it? I don't think I can though.
Yoo-hoo! I'm back! Maybe he's asleep. Master Roshi. So, you'll train me now?
Nope, doesn't look like it. Wrong button. Gotta keep you guys on your toes. There we go.
What do you mean?
Well, she said she'd have a bunch
There we go. Harvester needs to hurry up. The baler's catching up. There we go. Nice. Ooh, that was close. He has like 2 passes left, 3 maybe. Oh, I might need to move those for him. Looks so bad from far away. Oh, there he goes. That works. Hopefully you can get the field done and without unloading this next time. Yeah, it seems about middle of the window we want to line up with that seam right there on the John Deere. Seems about right. There we go. Might have quite a bit of straw this time. That's good. should be its last pass, so we'll see if we get set up near the end of his run. Yeah, we're gonna miss a couple thousand, or probably 1,000 liters or so, because for some reason the cedar missed this spot right here. I don't know how he did that, but there we go. Flintlock wood. It's not exactly getting in there, but that's how good of a farmer I am. I do this shit with my mind. Oh, just took out the front bumper on our truck. Alrighty. Just to YouTube, because I stream in 21:9, and like Twitch prefers you to stream in 16:9, same as Kick, for some reason. Like, you can stream in 21:9, but you can't turn up the bitrate past 8,000, and so if you try and stream in 21:9, it just looks like crap. But YouTube, it's unlimited bitrate, so you can set to almost pretty much whatever. Oh, what am I doing? Yep, just YouTube. And we need to give this a bath and put it away. That's literally all we need it for. Once a year, we take it out to the barley, and that's it. But I still do have the channel on the other platforms. I just don't stream to them. So you could probably find them there. They should be posted down below, actually, but I try to make it work with Twitch, but yeah, they just like I've even tried to up the bitrate through OBS before it goes to Twitch to try and make it look better, and it still doesn't work. It's so annoying. Hopefully someday someone comes up with a plugin to be able to stream to Twitch with ultra-wide, but oh, I think we're out of manure. We've been streaming probably on and off about a year now. Should be almost done baling, right? Oh, we need a... Yeah, this has been the first 2 weeks we've streamed Farm Sim though. Usually it's either like Helldivers or Windrose or whatever sounds fun at the moment. Decided to stream some Farm Sim because every couple of months I just get a Farm Sim itch and I'll play it for like 2 or 3 weeks straight and then not play it again for a couple of months. But honestly, the streams have been doing really good with Farm Sim, so we might do some more content after this playthrough. We'll see. I'm not sure if the engine brake actually provides braking or if it's just noise. I guess we're done with this for now. Yeah, we need to sell that flatbed. It doesn't frickin' work. It doesn't work. Oh, we need this trailer. There we go. We'll have to check the baler when it's done, see how many bells it did. Yeah, we definitely need more though. Like, this looks like a lot, but honestly, for the amount of cows we're about to have, it's not going to be even close to enough. Like the backrooms, I actually haven't played a backrooms game before. I have to see if I can get some of the homeboys together to give one a try. But we'll probably be streaming Farm Sim until we hit our goal of 1,000 cows. And probably a little bit after that of taking care of them and getting as efficient as we can get. Because we should be about 1,000 with what we have in this barn, and then when we get this barn full, we should have 1,000 cows. If my math's alright. Because I think this one holds like 700. We might be like 20 or so cows short. Oh, come on. Get off the damn trailer. Come on. Get off there. Gosh dang it. I hate when this happens. We're gonna have to... Nope. R, and then hit Shift I. Then we need to take one of these bells and trick it. Oh, nope. We need to do that. There we go. So annoying how you have to do that. Oh, shit. Yeah, please drop it. There we go. Nice. Ooh, got us a whole full trailer. 360,000. 40 bells. Not bad. Not bad. Did pretty good, actually. Did pretty good. But we're gonna need more by next year, because we're gonna our second generation offspring are about to before the end of the year are going to be viable for milk, so they're going to be in the big barn. So we're going to be like doubling our requirement for TMR. Yeah, you live next to a farmer that uses big balers, but he uses a bale picker instead of a loader. Wagons. Yeah, I've seen multiple ways. I've seen, because I'm guessing you probably live here in the U.S. as well. And around in the U.S., we usually do like 1-ton bales, which are like 6 by 8 by 5, I think, or something like that. Or is it 12? I can't remember. But, you know, really, really big bells. But, like, the balers in this game, like this one, they do Euro bells, which are, like, you know... I don't know. I'm not for sure the dimensions of the Euro bells, but... Because I believe the 1-ton bells are actually a trademark of a Heston baler. Heston... Because the way... the Heston baler would tie a knot was trademarked, and so I believe they're considered Heston bells, but you just call them 1-tons because they weigh 2,000 pounds. Wrong button. Do you guys need food? No. Okay. Didn't look like it. All right. We got all the bells, right? Yeah, I've seen people, because a lot of the times I'd see, you know, especially even the guys that use accumulators, like I just use on that beller. Our accumulators usually hold, I think, 3 bells as well. But most trucks you can only really fit 2 bells high of the 1-ton bells, sometimes 3, but usually it's only 2 because they're so big. And so you'll go through the field with like a front loader or a telehandler or something, and you'll go through the field and stack the bells too high, each bell through the field too high, and then you'll come through with like a semi-truck with a flatbed, and they'll have someone drive the semi-truck along, and then you'll have the guy with the loader loading into the semi-truck, and then either take it to the end of the field, or usually if it's a group of fields, you'll usually have a spot down the road you take all the bales to, you know, put them in hay stacks and stuff like that. Yeah, sometimes 4x4x8 and 3x4x8. Yeah, sounds about right. Oh my goodness. I think we're done. Let me see, park this back over here. We need to mulch that straw field real quick. Poor John Deere just got done baling. Now we gotta put it on the damn mulcher. Probably gonna need to repair it once we sell our commodities this fall. Yeah, but I believe Giants is a European company, so it makes sense why like most of this equipment and and stuff like that is like European based, but it'd be nice to see more American not reputation, representation, is that the word? Yeah, representation. Because like we do potato harvest way differently too. I've brought that up a couple of times now, but whoa. And we'll just hire the... Oh, this guy still got some rollers on. What are we doing? See if we gotta point it this way. There we go. Now we can just send you off. Alright. Place this toolbox over here so we stop forgetting to switch it over, but not by default, but I did grab a mod that allows you to put up a pivot, which I haven't tried yet. I think it's actually kind of expensive. Is it in fertilizers? I think it's in sprayers. Yeah, circular pivot. Yep, see. I don't see the little R2-D2 though. The water pumps that you usually see out in fields. But I think if we do a next playthrough, I'm gonna probably want to try and find a map we can use this on. Maybe a map that doesn't have like any fields yet, and we can like kind of make our own. We'll place one of these and see if we can set up a pivot, a couple pivots up. I think that'd be pretty cool. Increase the number of sections too. Do a hitch pin. Can we do a gooseneck? Nope, just hitch and ball. Okay. Yeah, I'm kind of excited to try it. Yeah, this game is very European. Yep. And it's funny too, because most of the American maps, except for 22, his tires are gone. Like 22 had a good American map, but like most of like the Giants American maps are like exactly what you think a European would think an American farming town would look like, because they really don't look anything like how they've made them before. Like 22's was alright because that kind of had like that little interstate running through it. Like I get like they want to put like a lot of detail into the maps and stuff, so it kind of makes them a little more complex. But honestly, most American farmland is just that. It's just dirt. There's nothing fancy about it. There's usually no trees, especially out west where I live. Like there's no trees, you know. It's just all dirt and rolling hills, and like I guess if you go to the deep south, you know, and like Missouri and stuff, they'll look like that. Like they try and portray. Yeah. Did that pivot even have a brand on it? Corteva? Yeah, I've never heard of Corteva before. Usually in the States, it's usually, I'm having brain fog. I just thought of it too. Renke. Renke's one of the big ones that do pivots, and, oh, what's the other big one? There's like 3 big brands that do pivots. Yeah, you live in the Northwest Hills, and irrigated flatland is our farmland. Is that in the US or like UK? I'm guessing US. It might be UK, because I've never heard of anything in the US considered Northwest Hills. Or is it Europe? I'm not sure. Let's see, are animals fed? Production's full. Production's producing. Yeah, because here's our 13 months old. They still have a couple of months before they can be viable. They're still yearlings. Yeah, like I've harvested hay in fields that were flood irrigated. They used like dikes and stuff, which makes sense. My brother one day, he was running the baler on one of those fields that had a dike, and he mistook one of the dikes, you know, the mounds of dirt, as a windrow of hay, and he ran over that dike and just sucked up all that dirt into the baler. Absolutely destroyed it. Dad was pissed that day. Ugh. Oh yeah, I grew up farming. I live in Idaho in the US, and pretty much, unless you live in like one of the big cities, almost everyone grew up around farmland or farming, or parents doing harvest, or... Yep. Not so much so in my adult life. I drive semi-truck in my adult life, but growing up, yeah, we did hay, potatoes, corn, or I guess silage, not really corn, wheat. A lot of potatoes. Oh, you're East Washington. Sweet, that's what you mean by... Yeah, okay. Yeah, I've been through East Washington quite a bit. You guys got a lot of hops up there. I guess that's South Washington that does a lot of hops, but... Kind of near Spokane, I'm guessing. Probably farther west than Spokane, but Spokane's pretty far east. Yeah, Washington State's pretty interesting though, because you know, you go from Coeur d'Alene in Idaho across the state border into Spokane, and it's just trees everywhere, you know, pine trees, kind of hill, mountains and stuff. And then you get past Spokane a little bit, and it just turns into like these rolling flatland hills, you know? And it's just like that for like 100 miles or so. Then all of a sudden, you come across a big gigantic ass canyon. And then you start getting to the farther west side of the state, and all of a sudden there's these gigantic fucking trees. Washington's a pretty interesting state. Yeah, Scabland. Yep. Yeah, I have friends that have moved to Coeur d'Alene just so they can go get weed in Spokane. Yeah, I think this was like back in I think it was like 2018. Me and a couple of friends took a trip to Seattle. And we took that, what is that, Interstate 90 that kind of goes through there? Through Coeur d'Alene and Spokane. I think that's 90. Or is it 95? I can't remember. But it was a lot of fun. This guy should be almost done. Uh-oh. There we go. But yeah, my buddy's dad on that trip actually kind of lives like almost dead center there in those kind of rolling hills lands there, just west of Coeur d'Alene. And it's really nice old looking kind of farms get up he had, and old buildings, little barn, greenhouses and stuff. And then there's just fields everywhere. As far as you could see, he kind of lived on top of this little hill. And I was walking around his property, and back around the barn, he had this little greenhouse with he's growing weed in it. I was like, God damn. He's growing weed in his backyard. I was like, hot damn. Let's see, I don't think we have anything else to do this month other than food and productions. Water, yeah, water. We'll actually get that going now. Yeah. Yeah, some people, they medicinally do it, and then some people, you know, I think some do it in place of alcohol and other vices, I guess. I don't know. That, and it's just another fucking thing the government can tax people on, you know? They're making more money selling weed out of taxes than they were busting people for it, so it's mostly why a lot of those governors and and stuff like that will let those laws pass. That should be good for a while. Yeah, it'll be alright. Oh, you missed what I was saying? No, I was just saying that the reason why, like, Colorado and Washington, all the states that allow weed to be legal, is because, you know, the state government can make money off the taxes from people buying and selling weed. Then they'd make the same. I'm brain fog trying to think of what we need to do next. They make more money off of selling the weed from taxes and stuff than they would from the people they bust from having weed. So it's all taxes. Like, you think those politicians actually like care that the people actually want it? No, it's because they can make money off of it. I guarantee you. But it's interesting though, because if you go back and look up why weed was even made an illicit substance, it's actually kind of insane. Yeah, he wants to do a state income tax. Yeah, that's... Yeah, I feel bad for people that live in Washington or Oregon and don't live in Portland or Seattle, because, like, your voice just means nothing because all the people in Portland and Seattle just have a louder voice. They don't give a crap. Like, I think Oregon almost became a part of Idaho a couple of years ago. But people in Portland wouldn't let it happen because, you know, they make a bunch of tax money off of the people that live out in East Oregon. Flies? Get out of here. There we go. Alright, check animals. Definitely need more straw. Way more straw. Need to upgrade this production too. Start talking politics, everyone leaves. Yeah, and I feel bad for the shit that's happening in the UK too, you know? Like, the whole world's just going to crap. Can't do anything about it. Yep. You surprised that Seattle fucking did that? I'm not. I am not surprised. Yeah, I went to Seattle, you know, back before all the riots and marches and stuff were going on. And even then, like, I didn't like that city. It's like Minneapolis. Minneapolis is god-awful. Sorry for anyone that actually lives in those cities, but Minneapolis is just, ugh. Like, and it's weird because I remember my first time arriving into Portland. It was like a really rainy morning. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was in the semi truck and I'm coming off the Dalles there, so everything's like all shining and stuff. And I get into Portland, and Portland has what is it called, like the Hood River? It's like a big river that goes through Portland, and all the bridges are all lit up and everything. It looks really pretty. And then I get to my destination. I wait there. I get unloaded and I leave about noon. And I finally get to see the town in the daylight, or the city in the daylight, and it's just garbage everywhere. There's homeless encampments everywhere. I'm like, what the hell happened? Yeah, New York. New York, it's always been a cesspool though. Like, if you look up how like the originations of New York and the stuff they had to do to expand the city and stuff, they literally built half that island off of garbage. They literally put garbage in the water and packed it down so they could build buildings on it. Like New York buildings, they have to have like these really deep like poles that go way deep down into the garbage level. Like there's buildings that try to bypass that and try and find ways around it, and they're like halfway complete for like the past 10 years, and they can't work on them because the foundations just aren't there, and they'll sooner or later collapse. It's insane. New York is just, it's like it's a science project, you know? It's like a vault project out of Fallout, you know? There's a reason behind all the madness, you know? And the reason is pointless, right? Like, in the end, no one's even gonna be around to notice the data that's been collected throughout the experiment, you know? It's like... it's so weird. So weird. I think we're done with the day. I think we need to top off the animals real quick. Yeah, I was born back in '97, and I honestly can't remember where I was when 9/11 happened. Yeah, I can't recollect. Because 2001, I think I would have been... I would have been like almost 4. Yeah, it's crazy. And then, you know, now 20 years later, we learned that 9/11 was totally a setup. Like, it was totally an inside job, you know? Like, I don't want to try and sound like conspiracy theorists, you know? But, like, when you look at the evidence of stuff and it all points to something, it's, like, hard to, like... Is it really a conspiracy anymore? Or is it just a conspiracy because the government doesn't want to admit it? You know? But I guarantee in like 60, 80 years, papers are going to come out and be like, yeah, it was all true, you know? Man, we got a lot of barley. Oh, that's at the bulk fuel station though. Those are kind of cheaty. Can't sell at those. Yeah, that's more like it. Still a lot of money. Animals. Goats are good. Cows are good. Calves are good. Chickens. Probably need to top these guys up. This barn's really sensitive. Yep. Well, and like the trillions of dollars that just went missing when 9/11 happened, like, really? And like they all say like that plane that what was the flight called? The flight that went down in the middle of the field. They say it was heading to the White House. I highly doubt that. I guarantee you I had a different target. And like the whole thing of like what hit the Pentagon could not have been a plane, and like there's no pictures of the plane actually in the Pentagon or anything like that. And like the sizes of the plane, like if it were to actually take the trajectory it would have needed to do the damage that was done, like it would have had to gone through multiple light poles that were like still there. It's crazy when you start learning it, like looking into it. It's welcome back, Landon. Good to see you, buddy. Oh, is it auto unloading? I think it is. Is that why I haven't been having to feed the damn water buffalo? I think we also have a lot of apple juice to get sold. Yeah, well, I guarantee the government was spying on us way before 9/11. Yeah, that'd be nice. I don't know. It's, I think it's called a convergence of interest, and that's kind of the issue with most of the country. What was I about to do? Oh my god, look at all our apples. We forgot to turn them in, so now we accrued interest on our, This thing is so loud. I think we have to do our alfalfa. Yep, it's purple. Oh, have fun, buddy. There you go. How's the dairy looking? It's not going through as much products as I wish it would. Definitely need to upgrade it. Yeah, like, I wish at the beginning of Trump's term, he would have just gone Old Testament on everything, and, because that's how it looked like everything was heading. That everything was just gonna get a big reset and turned on its head and upheave all of the indignation, is that the word? But making a lot of butter though, holy cow. Well, I guess we have like all three of these making butter, so it makes sense. What's our apple juice at? Oh, it's like $1,000 down. That is bad. Yeah. Yeah, because at the beginning of his term, he was like a freight train and nothing was stopping him, but now it's felt like it's all kind of teetered off for some reason or another. I don't know. Let's check the cell. Yeah, we'll probably get this hay done and that'll probably be it for the stream today. I got a big day to get up for tomorrow. Oh, this is another land roller. Watch us find the planter we just bought in here now. Oh, I'll be so mad. Yeah, there's definitely something going on. I'm not sure what, but like this whole Iran thing just felt really weird too. Just from a strategy standpoint, like I don't know. It's like there was something happening behind what we were all being told and we're seeing, because they literally, like, what? Bombed all the officials in, like, 2 days. But yeah, it's taken them, like, what's it been now, like, 4 months? And the Strait of Hormuz is still closed? Or still being messed with? It's like, what? We know we have the capabilities. Like, what happened, you know? Does that make sense? And like this last 10 years of politics has just made me realize like you can't really be fully Republican, but you can't also be fully Democrat. Like you gotta, I think it's considered being is it centralist? I think that's the term. But like, because both sides kind of, you know, they have their own interests, and both sides will definitely, they need to use the population as a benefit. It's like if you see the shit that's been going on with the elections in like Texas and some of those Republicans down there, like just terrible, terrible people. But they get elected every time, and it's like, what? Same thing with California, though, you know, but it's like the other way. Just doesn't make sense. Does not make sense. What the hell is this? Oh, I think this is the guard for the silage fork. The mod we got. Yeah, and MAGA's fine, you know. Or at least I think it is. But is it? What's going on? There we go. There we go. Yeah, well, because I believe globalism doesn't work because humans haven't evolved yet to be able to exist in this type of world yet. Does that make sense? Like, we haven't evolved to be able to live in societies in this big of groups. And so things just get out of whack. I don't know how to explain it, but wait, am I getting yield penalties from cutting this in the rain? I don't think I am. Yeah. But the thing is, every model you come up with will fall apart due to bad people. Because there always is going to be bad people. The majority of the world is bad, you know? And so most models you think up, like communism, paper-wise, it sounds good. But bad peoples can screw it up. Capitalism, really good on paper. It's so far been one of the best forms of government that have been used, you know, but yet bad people ruin it. You know, and most, maybe some of them aren't particularly bad, but it's just victim of circumstance kind of stuff going on, but, you know. And all these views, they change as well due to social status as well. You know, everyone will have a different opinion due to, you know, their environments, but like, in some ways, it'd be great if gods and goddesses were actually among us, you know, because then they could actually give us divine direction, you know. I guess we just gotta hope it's all for a reason. What time is it? Oh, it's 11:30. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to finish the hay. I need to get to bed. I need to get the sleeps. We'll let this guy finish up though. Yeah, there's gonna be no stream tomorrow. We should be streaming Monday though. Yeah, because I also learned quite some time ago, not to form your opinions based on others' opinions, you know? You gotta come up with, like, your own. Like, you can use theirs as a basis, but you gotta ask the questions to yourself and what makes sense to you, I guess. Like, I'm pretty sure we probably all learned it in first grade of the who, what's, whens, whys, and where, you know? You gotta ask those kind of questions when you don't know something. Yeah. Well, for instance, you can't even trust written agreements either, because look at this big case that's been going on with the Lego place over there. I believe it's Washington, over where you're at. Of oh, what's the company's name? It's like Mega Blocks or something like that, where they stole the dude's freaking Legos, $200,000 worth of Lego collection, and just a terrible story. It's insane. Police allow it to happen too. The thing is that there's stories like that going on every day, you know? Just people are powerless, you know? They can't do anything against that kind of stuff. So it's just they let happen. People are so used to taking advantage of each other nowadays. It's kind of scary, you know? I guess humanity's always been like that, of trying to take advantage of each other, you know? But it's like humans feel better being mean to each other than they feel being nice to each other. Yeah. You know, it's not like the guy that owns all the Legos, you know, it's like, you know, this is life collection, you know, it's like if you had a grandfather that collected cars, you know, that's his legacy, you know? And it's like, you know, I've been following the story, and like the CEO lives in Utah, and he's Mormon, and so the reason why the cops are protecting him is because they're Mormon too, and apparently the CEO donates a lot to the church, so, you know, they're gonna take care of their own type stuff, you know? It's just, I remember this same thing happened to my parents growing up. It was just the whole local government against them. You can't do anything because the judges are with the police and the police are with the accused, you know, and it's like, what do? You know? You don't, you can't do anything. His header's kind of mesmerizing. You still here, Landon? We're about to hop off. He's turning 11 this month, apparently. He has no clue what we're probably talking about. There we go. Well, that was not too bad of a 2-hour stream. Yep. Yep. Judges nowadays have no integrity left. I don't think they've had integrity for the past probably like 40, 50 years, honestly. But we'll pull this guy off the field. Yeah, I remember growing up, there was one day, our town sheriff, you know, we lived like 18 miles out of town, middle of nowhere kind of stuff, bunch of farmland. And I remember the sheriff, you know, in civilian clothes came by the house and was trying to intimidate and extort my parents to drop a case against, whoever the hell it was. And forced his way into the house and stuff, and they brought it up with the judge, and it was my parents that ended up being arrested for it. It's like, you know, all of his kids were in the house too, and this guy was just doing that. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know? You know, and that's why, you know, people would be in a posse in the old Western days, you know, because, you know, if you had a posse, you had some authority behind you because you weren't alone, but... But anyways, I know today's stream was kind of short. The next one, we'll make up for it. We'll do a good like 6 to 8 hour stream next time. I can't wait until we get to sell our milk stuff. It's probably gonna answer all the issues we've been having, all our money issues. Because if we look at our stock check, it's saying right now, in total, we have over almost $10 million in potential value. Which most of that's this TMR, but, you know, that's still like almost $3 million. I'm gonna guess it's probably gonna be around $2 million once we get all this sold. Yeah, I could add all this up, but almost 400,000 in just raw milk alone. We need to upgrade the dairy enough to where this is our raw milk's going to be at a deficit because we're using all the raw milk. Because if we could turn this almost 170,000 raw milk into products, this 300,000, I guarantee you right now, would probably be 3 or 4 million. Not bad with systems. I play on PC. I'm computer all the way. Actually, if you click on my channel and look at my past videos, there's a video in there that is literally, I have my whole setup in that video. Everything I use. Nothing's changed from that video. If you're anyone's ever interested in seeing what I got, it's also all posted down in the description as well of what I all use. I really need to find a way to easily export the mods I use as well, without having to type out, you know, $150 mods worth of description information. I don't even know if I have enough room in my description to put all the mods. Alrighty, you guys. Well, if you guys haven't yet, make sure to subscribe so you know when I'm live. If you want to check out the Discord too, you'll be notified in the Discord whenever I go live or post a video. Yeah, I remember playing Turok growing up. That was fun. We had Donkey Kong 64. We had Mario 64. We had like this Superman 64. It was pretty fun. We had what was the game called? It was I think it was called like Rift. It was kind of like a Mortal Kombat ripoff, but like, oh, it was so good. It's probably crap if I try to go back and play it now, but it was so fun. But I love a good Nintendo 64 game. Like, there's a reason why Nintendo still just remakes their 64 games and not make anything actually new. But anyways, I hope you guys liked today's stream. And if you did, let me know by going down below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.